Experiment 4, AP Psychology class. Hello, this is Rachel Palmer.
I'm Khyati.
I'm James.
And this is
our psychology project.
Project Social Environment.
Our assignment was to design an experiment in which you can observe the behavioral and the potential difference in behavior in different environments from people. So in our experiment, we are observing the reaction of people to a robbery. Now, in terms of the different environments, it's not going to be a different physical environment, but rather a different social environment. And one social environment will be people who are walking alone, or assisted by maybe one or two people that they know. And the other environment will be people who are around a lot of other people, but around people that they don't know or that they've never met before.
Alright, so our hypothesis is that according to the bystander effect, people in unaffiliated groups will actually respond less due to the social referencing effect.
We're here at Ray's, and we are doing our psychology project in which Khyati, I am going to pretend to take a picture of Khyati, and as I'm taking a picture, James, who is dressed like a mugger. James, wait please.
Where's the camera, hon?
Yeah, James is going to rob Khyati, and I follow him and see how people react.
Demo?
So far, what?
Demo? You want a little demonstration?
Yeah, demo. Okay, here we go, demo.
So I
okay,
come by,
so I go, cheese, Khyati.
like, oh,
He takes it. Khyati freaks out, runs after him, and we see how people react. Perfect. Yes, all right. Here we go. Okay. Hey! My bag! Nobody cares. Nobody even looks.
Alright, so from the thug's point of view, most people actually, not only did they not get involved, but they intended to ignore me completely.
Hey! Hey!
With nothing.
Nobody reacts.
Good, help me grab my bag.
I think, okay, documentary one, I think people are purposely ignoring. Like, they think we're just crazy kids or something, so yeah.
I would have to agree.
Okay. Alright, so from the camera man or woman's point of view, what I thought was a lot of people purposely ignoring James, like James said. And I think, but instead of looking at the robber running away from Khyati, they kind of looked at each other, just like in the book, and like kind of used social referencing to make their decision about whether to run after James. And a lot of times, since everyone around them wasn't reacting, they themselves just kept walking and didn't even look back. Want to be in the picture? Hey! Wait!
Alright, so man who actually stops me, pins me to wall, goes, "You're a little thief." And I tell him, "No, it's a psychology project."
Some of the witnesses to the mock robbery, they were frightened or a little upset by what just happened. You could just describe what you saw and
You know what? I was standing here and I saw this guy running with somebody's purse, and I saw this guy stop him because these two women were screaming, "Stop, stop, stop."
Yeah,
so I was
did
really
you know that, man?
impressed.
But they didn't want to get involved. And some people, on the other hand, were also kind of upset by it, but they justified it in their heads and thought that someone else would handle it.
I saw it, and you know what? That guy was from the Mount Shasta Pastry, and he's a businessman, and he saw this purse being stolen, and so he put an immediate stop to it.
And he turns out to be the pastry chef of our town. What was he, like some historical pastry chef? No, just out.
Turns out our unsung community heroes are chefs.
Perfect. Two people, once we turned the camera off, inside Ray's, were talking to each other about the robbery and debating whether they should do something about it, but then assumed that someone else would take care of it.
From the victim's point of view, our data pretty much confirmed our hypothesis. Due to the bystander effect, most people didn't help out at all.
There was instances where I ran past 3 people all looking at me, and they just sort of stood out of my way. except for the one guy who decided to pin me to a wall, and some lady who ran into Ray's, and we think she tried to call the police.
Right.
Different social environments did yield different results from bystanders.
In conclusion, this experiment created a state of pluralistic ignorance in which all participants except the Confederates relied on social referencing to make their decisions. Those people that were surrounded by other people but were not associated to them did little or nothing to stop James from robbing Khyati, while those who were alone and had no reference and had to rely on their own moral judgment or their own instinct to decide what to do, did indeed try to stop James. And this basically supports the claim that being around a lot of people may actually prevent any action to be taken against a crime.
And that was Project Social Environment.